Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. Halfback sent in motion. To throw on second down is Newton. Buying time to his left. Now he's looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
And, partner, in a lot of short yardage situations, you'll see the linebackers step up into the gaps, what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, to make sure they take away all spaces, all creases. That one worked really well for them.
Now only needed a yard, instead went backwards. So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed 2. He barely got back to the line of scrimmage. And the Panthers will get the football back. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
They stay on the ground. This is Marshall again. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Panthers have recovered.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. On 1st down, Newton. Throw left side is taken in by Stewart. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Just 2 yards to go here on 2nd down for the offense. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
That's a football play right there. That takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right. Get it to your back. Get a lot of people out in front. Control the line of scrimmage. Wide receivers blocking downfield. It almost feels like half the crowd is in front of him, getting it down to the secondary. They have a tough time getting him down.
1st and goal from the 5. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. Gano out to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And the Giants ready to come out now. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a 1st down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. Look at the spin.
Balance.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That good for 19 and a 1st down. And after his performance last week, everybody saw it. Unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because Once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line, it's the tight end, it's your wide receivers, everyone now sharing in the load and sharing in the belief that if they do their job, they'll see another performance just like they saw the week before.
And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. And the defense definitely showing blitz here. And to give this time to the tailback. Finding room inside the 40. And he's brought down. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. The first carry now for Paul Perkins. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with the football here as we begin quarter number 2. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here.
Let's go! Green, 39!
They'll drop to throw. He's going to air one out. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's got Walters. Big catch. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 21. And it'll be first down, Giants. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid them, picking up a first down.
It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. A great play there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And here's Marshall. Space to maneuver at the 40. That good for 22 and a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
Here's Newton now on second down. And caught left side, Olsen. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Newton to Olsen there for a Carolina first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
On second down, here's Newton. And he rifles one incomplete. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Time running out here on the play clock. On 3rd down, Newton steps away to his left. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
But they certainly got dented with that first down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told us, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
Over the middle to Beckham. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Oh, his first catch, first time they targeted it.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Let's go. Blue Landy. Blue Landy.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Let's go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Giants. A great effort there with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Giants have taken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
This fielded at the 2. And he is knocked down from the side at the 22-yard line. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say that great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
I was going for the age.
I remember looking over at it, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Now a first down throw for Newton. Throwing deep for Stewart. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there just before halftime. 57 yards. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
The tight end, Olsen, in motion. Now they'll run it on the toss. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage, look defensively. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Newton. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. A handoff as they run the counter play. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now a play fake here on first down. Going for the deep ball. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. Now out come the Giants. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, and, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Now a handoff here to his running back. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. To throw on second down. Newton forced out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Third and 2, Newton. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. This is Marshall. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Looking to throw on second down. Newton under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Brian Arakpo leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. The play clock's running down. 3rd and long. It's Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Andrew Adams. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Now they try the right side here. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Not an ideal spot to be on first down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in second and manageable.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the...
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Now Marshall trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he spins away. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down.
That's a lot of beef thundering downfield off of the toss play. And it takes me back to when I was a kid and watching USC play. Remember the old toss that they ran? They used to call student body right or student body left because everyone was out in front of the ball carrier. In fact, one of their favorite plays, it was called roast stem right or roast stem left, depending on the formation. 28 toss. And 28 toss was their bread and butter.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. He's always got some breathing room. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Fresh set of downs here. They'll try the air now with Newton. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Olivier Vernon in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. To throw on second down. Newton flushed out right. And some room to maneuver. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be third down.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
The Panthers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Play clock winding down. Here's Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A short gain there of just 4. That'll bring up a 4th down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So the offense stays on the field, and they're going to try to go for this thing on 4th down. The tight end, Olsen, in motion. They'll run for it with Marshall. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 3. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Newton. But pressure gets to him again. Damon Harrison in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Throwing on 3rd and long. Newton. And he's going to go down again. Devon Kennard in there to drop him yet again, and he must be shell-shocked back there. That's now back-to-back-to-back sacks, and it's 4th down. Here's Jacob Schum now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. And he will finally go out of bounds just shy of the 40. Might have been one man away from 6 points. As it stands, it's a huge return. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start. But now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball. Getting it away from them, because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun, and he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. A handoff to Perkins. Shreds the tackle. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And the kick by Rosas is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a big one there as that gives them a little cushion.
And you know, here in the 4th quarter, the fact that they were able to bleed some time off the clock and put points on the board, even if it's only 3, that could turn out to be the drive that ultimately wins them the game.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, he didn't.
And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. Devon Kennard in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Now Newton. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Andrew Adams. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. He's going to flip one out here to his running back, and they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it's a 2nd down. Out of the gun, Newton. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this foot.